I have had it with these motherfucking
studios
on this motherfucking
video.
Do you speak German? I wasn't doing anything. I was just, talking to a doll. I guess some of us would call that child's play. God damn!
There's nothing nice about murder. And there's nothing innocent about child's play.
I hate it when I accidentally segue into my reviews. Anyhow, Child's Play is a 1988 horror thriller directed by Tom Holland. No, not that guy. There we go. This series marks the beginning of a forever running series in which, as of this video, has 8 movies, including the recent remake. Personally, I don't have much background with the film. I didn't watch it in full until recently, though I have heard of the Chucky character growing up, and I've heard many things about the film throughout the years. Why did kids on playgrounds watch shit they probably shouldn't have been allowed to watch? Charles Lee Ray is a criminal on the run, who after getting shot by Mike Norris, a cop, transfers his soul into a new children's doll named the Good Guy doll. The doll his soul possesses gets sold by a peddler to a desperate mom, played by Catherine Hicks, who's trying to get her son the new Good Guy doll for his birthday. Throughout the film, Chucky tortures this mother and son with his antics, while also going on a revenge killing spree during the process. Will Chucky get away with this Good Guy doll persona, or will he get what's coming to him? I like the character of Chucky, and especially the performance of Brad Dourif. He has this over-the-topness to him, but it just seems to work, especially in a film like this where the villain is super crucial. He's evil, but he also has this dark comedic element to him that makes him incredibly enticing. Speaking of acting and characters, most of them are pretty convincing, especially Karen. Karen clearly wants the best for her kid, and she'll do anything she can in order to achieve this. The effects are incredibly cool, especially for the time in which this was made. It still looks convincing. Well, mostly, but still, no effect seems to be distracting or anything of the sort. Some might consider this a negative, but I just love how over the top this film can get at times, especially the craziness in the performances and the almost Michael Bay levels of explosions that occur sometimes throughout the film. Obviously, it's way better than anything almost Michael Bay has done ever. It's just a comparison, but either way you look at it, I think the overall over-the-topness is incredibly fun.
You stupid bitch, you filthy slut!
I should probably note before I get into my negatives, this isn't a film you're supposed to take seriously at all. After all, it is a movie about a man who transfers his soul into a children's toy and goes on a revenge killing spree. But that's just something I wanted to get out of the way before I go into my negatives here. Because some of this just doesn't even make sense. How does Andy escape school and almost nobody catches him or stop him at all? In fact, why does nobody, try to confront this kid about where he is going? And I mean, yes, his character is an excuse for Chucky to get revenge on somebody and create this awesome ass explosion. But there honestly probably could have been a better way around this. I don't know what that could be, but there has to be another way to make this more believable. I'm sorry, but I honestly can't believe Andy can go on this mini adventure and almost not be held accountable in some way or another. I mean, at least he does get eventually picked up off screen and is brought into the police station, but nobody stopped this kid beforehand? Also, this is a very, very, very minor negative, but as much as I love Brad Dourif, there's this really awkward dub during his final attack, and I don't know if it's just me that feels this way, but it just feels strange and kind of out of place and a little clumsy. Honestly, I think this final attack probably could have worked a little better without the voice dubbing, but that's just me. Bottom line, while Child's Play is far from a perfect film, It's still a fun watch that isn't meant to be taken too seriously. Plot, for the most part, is pretty convincing, characters kept me interested, and Chucky is an incredibly fun villain that continues with his reign of terror to this very day. Check out the original Child's Play if you haven't seen it already. Well, that does it for this review. Bye. Peace. You know, I wonder where Matt is.